the next step is to start assembling and attaching the actual shutter mechanism to the window itself. So what you have to do is take one of the pieces of tracks here, which the manufacturer, obviously Kimball, provides as part of the whole assembly, and you'll have to put a screw into the top of each one of these tracks. So that means the box will also be held. This is sort of the first point of attachment between the shutter mechanism and the window itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to attach this to the 2x3 rather, on the window. So we're going to take a couple of screws and just attach that right there. So let me get those screws and let's pop them in. The frame, this little plastic attachment piece, is cut in a little bit to allow for the 2x3 on each side, so that this piece sits flush with the front of the window and just slightly overlaps it. So let's see if we can attach this fella in here. Okay, so we've installed the top piece. That's the first part of holding the shutter mechanism on. The second thing we have to do is to complete that top section, and you'll see that these pieces will marry up, you know, pretty good and pretty quickly. A little track here, so you can just line it up like this and slide it in, and they lock into place just like that, and it should go fairly easily. Perfect. So now we can move on to the next step. Okay, with the top component installed, the 2x3s installed, we're ready to go to the next level. So let's turn the window over, and you will be able to see that what we did, quite simply, is put these little screws in there with the little red rubber tracks, and they just go right in the center, 3 of them, with a regular screwdriver, because you'll see that the track has a little groove in it. So installing the track is really very straightforward. Just slide it on. So let's turn our window, put it on its back, and make sure that the felt is on the inside and the foot is on the bottom. So you can just slide it right in, right up to the top. Done. Next, the other side, again the same thing. The felt is on the inside, so the shutter is going to slide down beautifully right over the window. Again, we have the 3 screws with the plastic tracks in there, and you just line it up and slide it in. We're almost done, because now when you lift it up and you set it down, you can see how the window is flanked. An important consideration on installation when you're designing how your final look is going to be. You have a couple of ways of doing it. You can have the tracks exposed just like that, which is, you know, one approach, or you can bring your fascia, which is the way we've done it, and you'll be able to, we'll show you how that look is in a few minutes. If you don't want any of the shutter mechanism visible, which is the beautiful thing about Kimball, is it's a completely 100% hidden system that looks like the shutter is just magically coming out of the house. And it's I have to say I'm pretty excited about that, because it's just, not only is it super cool, it's like it adds a certain je ne sais quoi to your house, you know, and brag factor too to your neighbors, you know, if that's important to you. So okay, so we're almost done. So now let's install the top of the mechanism, the actual mechanism of the shutter.